Dashcam footage captures a car accident on a highway where a Nissan vehicle is seen drifting to the right, colliding with a car in the middle lane and then bouncing off before crashing into the barrier. The incident happened on an eastbound lane. Fortunately, there were no serious injuries reported. This clip is a stark reminder of the importance of staying alert and focused while driving, especially on the wet roads. In this video, we see a motorcyclist making a left turn without checking the oncoming traffic from the right. As a result, a red car speeding across doesn't notice the bike and horrific accident occurs. According to sources, the rider was drunk. In this dashcam footage, we can see a school van and SUV colliding at the intersection. The good news is that the school van did not have students aboard at the time of the accident. However, one of the drivers sustained non-life-threatening injuries, according to York Regional Police. In this dashcam footage, captured by another approaching car, we see a car blatantly disregarding despite a police car right in front of them. The police then quickly makes a U-turn to follow up with the offending vehicle. It's important to always obey traffic signals and respect the rules of the road even when the law enforcement isn't there. The video captures a horrifying accident at an intersection. As the car recording the incident approaches the intersection, a black Jeep comes speeding in from nowhere and crashes into another car, causing extensive damage. The Jeep driver was clearly driving recklessly and violating traffic laws. Despite causing the accident, the Jeep driver did not stop to check on the other driver or exchange information, instead fleeing the scene and turning it into a hit-and-run case. In this karma clip, we see a driver who ran a red light in an attempt to escape, only to end up stuck in traffic behind other cars. Instantly, a traffic warden arrives and issues the driver a ticket for their violation. This serves as a reminder to all drivers that breaking traffic laws can have serious consequences. An unfortunate accident occurred on this road when an elderly driver attempted to overtake a truck without realizing there was another truck in other lane. As a result, he pulled straight in front of the other truck, causing a rear-end collision. Both drivers stopped and exchanged details after the incident. The elderly driver claimed that he didn't see the other truck coming, unfortunately. The dashcam footage captures a truck attempting to overtake a vehicle and then the trailer ahead of it, but the trailer suddenly moves slightly towards the truck, causing it to lose control and hit a nearby lamppost. The reason behind the trailer's sudden move towards the truck is unclear, but it appears that the truck driver did not have enough time to react and avoid the collision. The impact caused significant damage to the truck. We have an unusual sight on the road in this one, a man riding a moped from the bed of a truck. He's looking pretty stylish, but it's likely that any unexpected jolts or potholes in the road could easily send him flying.
Moderate.
Told you.
The video shows a Cyan XB colliding with a Mercedes-Benz due to rash driving.
I just saw a car crash and I got it on dash cam.
Fortunately, no one was seriously injured in the accident. This serves as a reminder that we should always drive with caution and follow traffic laws. Dashcam captures the footage of a car almost getting hit by a tractor. Fortunately, only some scratch damage was caused to the car. The situation could have been much worse. In this close call footage, we see a trailer truck losing its load. The truck driver appeared not to have noticed that the load had fallen off. Luckily, the driver of the car with the dashcam was able to move just in time to avoid getting hit by the beams. As captured in a video from June, a motorcyclist is seen riding down a pedestrian walkway in a reckless manner. However, a police officer who was also riding a motorcycle at the time was quick to react and chased after the rogue biker. And you can guess the rest. This incident serves as a reminder that reckless driving and putting pedestrians in danger will not be tolerated and can lead to serious consequences. In this dashcam footage, we see a Tesla driving on a wet road with heavy rain. The car in front of the Tesla starts the hydroplane. The Tesla driver swerves to the right, nearly hitting the back of a trailer being towed by a truck. Slippery roads can be extremely dangerous and lead to serious accidents. Footage captured on a dashcam shows a moped rider weaving their way through stopped traffic and running a red light. This dangerous and illegal maneuver didn't go unnoticed, as a police officer was waiting on the other side and immediately turned to pull over the rider. The driver of an Acura MDX is seen brazenly ignoring a traffic light and continuing down the road. However, as the MDX crosses the intersection, a Jeep suddenly turns into the left lane and collides with the MDX. It's unclear whether the driver of the Jeep failed to check their blind spot or the MDX was driving recklessly, but both drivers share responsibility for the collision.
I just caught that off the dash cam.
Dashcam footage captured an instant karma moment. This rider can be seen speeding and performing stunts on the road, weaving in and out of traffic and overtaking cars. Eventually, the rider drives onto the footpath. But when they try to get back onto the road, the bike stumbles and crashes in the middle of the road. Despite flipping over several times, the rider managed to get back on their feet, takes the bike off the road, and walks away with it. This is a dangerous reminder of the risks associated with reckless driving and performing stunts on public roads. In this clip, the driver of the silver car in front of the dashcam took a serious risk by running a red light at the junction. This reckless behavior could have led to a serious accident if other drivers were not paying attention. Fortunately, two traffic officers were nearby and quickly intervened to address the situation. It's important to remember that red lights exist for a reason and should always be obeyed. In this video, we can see a car with a dashcam approaching an intersection and waiting for a red car to pass before starting to move across the road. However, a Nissan Sentra disregards the stop sign and causes a collision. According to sources, the damages sustained by the Nissan were covered by insurance. In this dashcam footage, we can see a container truck approaching an off-ramp. However, it appears that the driver misjudged the speed of the turn and couldn't control the momentum of the container, leading it to topple over. Fortunately, no other vehicles were involved in the incident. In this clip, we can see a car driving on a busy road when suddenly it appears to brake too late and swerves to avoid hitting the car in front of it. Unfortunately, the driver loses control and crashes into the front end of the other vehicle. It's possible that the driver was distracted or not paying enough attention to the road. In this footage captured by a dashcam, we see a white car ahead of the camera car approaching a hazardous intersection. As the white car attempts to exit, the driver appears to be impatient and makes a sudden turn. Unfortunately, the turn is made a little too soon, and the white car collides with the car in the adjacent lane. Here we have a busy day, where an Audi driver is patiently waiting for an opening to get out onto the road. Suddenly, a speeding car comes from behind and doesn't see the Audi pulling out, crashing straight into it, as we see. We see a car with multiple passengers driving down the entrance to the highway, but 3 trucks are parked across both lanes, blocking their path. The car attempts to slow down, but the road is slippery and it seems like it's not enough to avoid a collision. On a busy highway, a blue car drives aggressively in the left lane to save time. It unexpectedly swerves into another lane and crashes into the guardrail when the car ahead brakes suddenly. Fortunately, the driver only suffers minor injuries. In this video, we see a busy intersection where a minivan is attempting to make a left turn from a junction. However, the minivan driver fails to yield to the oncoming Subaru, which has a right-of-way and is driving straight through the intersection, but unfortunately, the two vehicles collide. The video shows the car speeding on a slippery road before losing control of its wheels. The car crashes, and the bad thing is that a truck comes speeding towards the crash site. It narrowly avoids hitting the crashed car. It's unclear if anyone was injured, but the car's hood sustained damage. The car seen in the video goes on the slippery snow-covered road, but it loses control afterwards. Sources suggest that there were deep ruts on the road, and the driver was riding outside of the ruts. Fortunately, no one suffered any serious injuries. We are looking at a parking lot where a van is attempting to reverse out of its spot. The driver successfully backs up and then starts turning left. However, the driver turns too sharply and collides with a stop sign. Luckily, it was movable, so neither the car nor the stop sign sustained much damage. The person recording approaches in their car driving straight ahead. As per the rules of the road, the driver in the filmer's car should have had the right of way and been able to continue on their way. However, the Skoda driver appears to have been careless and pulled out in front of the filmer and resulted in a collision. At the side of the road, a garbage truck was stationary while a Chevrolet driver wanted to turn into an alleyway. The Chevrolet driver failed to get attention of the garbage truck driver and blindly turned right in front of the truck, entering its blind spot and causing a collision. And in this final clip, there are funny footages caused by a tractor willing to get inside so much. And thank you for watching.